Happy soiree. Happy soiree. Alright, welcome to the story time. I almost called it Duppy. There's gonna be two people I'm talking about. The first one is Duppy, and the second one is my ex. But Duppy is the current partner of my ex. Okay, try to make the story short, but if it's long, just enjoy. All right. On this day, I got up. It was regular. I didn't have work. That was the only difference about this day. I did not have work this day. I was chilling. I had intentions of cooking, reading my Black woman self-care book, and practicing my tattoos. Those are the three things I had on my agenda. Got up. I chilled for a little bit, wandered around, because I got up super early, as if I was getting up for work. So I just had nothing but time. And when I got up, I got a cold. Close to the afternoon time. The person called. The voice sounded a little bit familiar, but I did not recognize him because the number wasn't saved, and they called from like a weird number. So I'm like,
hello? Hey, how may I help you? And they're like, oh, I'm looking for Emily. So I'm like, this is her. How may I help you? Like, what you looking for?
Some people wanted to say, oh, this is so-and-so, and asking me mad questions. I can't remember verbatim, but I just remember me laying down taking that phone call, to me shooting up, my locks was all in my face, to me walking to the front of my room, and it got to the point where I reached my threshold of yelling. And what that basically means is I either shut down or I get activated. And I called Star to defuse it before I got activated. Because I'm like, I clearly can't talk to you. I'm very respectful. I don't immediately jump to that rah-rah stuff. If we can have a civilized conversation, let's talk about it. Because all we're really talking about is our feelings. I'm upset about the way you did something. You're upset about blah, blah, blah. Or you're hurt. Blah. Let's just talk about it. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't say anything to you. You do not know me. And I do not know you. Now what? She goes on to say,
I know you was dealing with Star when her and I was together.
I said, Duppy, nah. Like, I don't have, and I said it just like that, like, I don't have a reason to lie to you. I'm not scared of you. You can't do me nothing. I don't fear any consequences because I did not do anything wrong. You asked me your question, and I said, no. You going on a rant and accusing me and saying what you think in your head has nothing to do with me at this point. So I called, I finally get in contact with Star because Star was trying to act like she didn't want to answer the phone. So when she finally answered the phone, she's like, oh, like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, that really don't concern me. Like, The only reason why I call Star is because you have your partner threatening my livelihood. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I haven't talked to you in mad long, and now your partner coming out of nowhere threatening me and talking crazy.
Nip that in the bud.
Because if I'm saying something, and you're not trying to co-sign like, yeah, there's nothing going on or whatever the case may be, something is wrong. So I'm like,
yo, stop playing with me. Like, seriously, you already know me. Like, you already know how I get.
well, let's not take it there. Talk to her and tell her never to call or even reference my house again. Because talk like that, you already know. She acting like she don't know. And that's what made me really upset and get activated. She's acting like she doesn't know.
I said, bet, I'm about to pull up. Click.
And I'm just like, I got something for you. But in the middle of that conversation, I was like, when she started saying the crazy stuff she started saying, I said, where you at? We don't got to do all of this back and forth. I don't do the phone conversations. Where you at? She like, oh, I'm not around.
That's why you talking all that stuff. You're happy. Oh, okay, no problem. I know you.
So I say, bet. When I called Star to just make sure, like, yo, she's tweaking. I don't know what y'all got going on, but that got nothing to do with me. And I kept saying that, like, that got nothing to do with me. And I only had her on the phone so that Duppy could hear her saying, like, yo, you sound crazy, bro. Now we both telling you sound crazy. But this chicken head sound even more crazy than Duppy. Acting like it's my problem. I'm like, oh, I don't even have no dealings with her. And you my ex. Why is your partner talking to me or even worried about what I got going on?
Clearly somebody talking about me.
Clearly somebody missed me.
Clearly somebody's threatening.
But I'm not gonna insinuate anymore. But I got activated, yeah. As soon as I got off the phone with Start. Got off the phone with Start, and immediately I got livid. And when I say came through, make sure all my pockets was locked up, made my way. For the life of me, I could not remember which floor, but my finger just pushed the button and my body just started moving. Like I've been there one time and I could not remember, because while I'm trying to remember, my body is just. So it's only when I'm actively pushing the doorbell and I hear the doorbell making a noise that I'm like, "You here?" Like me, "You here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here."
I was ready to catch me, my Duppy.
I hear a little, just like that, and nothing. Then it gets even more quiet. Like I could have sworn I heard that TV on, but now the TV not on. Okay, so I'm like, nothing. But in the hallway, it may sound like, cause it's like a hallway, it may sound like it may be that door, that door, that door. Nah. So I say, all right. So Star like, yo, like, okay, I'm coming right now. I'm gonna come open the door. Like, she didn't really want to open the door, but she knew I wasn't gonna leave. That's why she opened up the door. She knew I wasn't gonna leave. Came thing. I'm like, yo, what's up? She's like, yo, you need to calm down. You want a water? You looking real like your heart rate up there. I'm like, yo, stop. I did not come over here to play. I did not come over here to laugh. This lady threatened my livelihood. This lady threatened me. Okay? She called me, questioning me about you. I don't play those games. Because she could have still got the same response without all that disrespect and all that heat behind it. Now, I'm taking the heat. I'm hot.
Armpits goofy, like, come on now. Now let's get jiggy. Let's get jiggy with it.
So, I'm in the spot. The lady, clearly the Duppy is not there. And that's why I said I almost caught my Duppy. Almost caught him.
Almost caught my Duppy. Said I.
Sitting down on the edge of the couch. I'm like, yo, Star, call her. Star like, oh, I ain't trying to call her. I feel like 15 to 20 minutes of me like threatening this freaking lady, threatening Star.
Call her.
Because I'm not leaving here and y'all think y'all gonna keep ringing out my phone or chatting up on my name. No, we're gonna nip this in the bud today. Y'all not about to sit there and be like, oh, you came when I wasn't there. Nah. Oh, you did. Oh, you think you gonna pop up to my house talking about, oh, we got unfit. No. The moment it started is the moment it ended. It's done. So got there. She's like, oh, I'm not calling her. She, blah, 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 blah. She said what she said. I don't care about none of that. All of that should have been thought about before you choking up all of that. I'm not scared. What's up? You want to have a conversation? Let's talk. You want to see me? I'll pull up. But I'm telling Star to call you and you're not answering. What happened, Duppy? Ringing up Duppy phone. Mind you, Duppy was blowing up her phone. I'm talking about like 40 missed calls, 30 missed calls, 20 missed calls. So she like, I didn't speak to, but before I forgot to say, before I came in, Star was still trying to act stupid. She backed out the covers on herself, put on the remote, talking about, oh, do you need some water, whatever. I snatched off the covers, draped her up a little bit, like, yo, stop playing with me, please. Please stop playing with me in the place. Like, you know me. And when I say you know me, it's like, don't take me for a fool right now. Don't take me for a fool right now. I'm really trying to be nice, but I came over here, kick some pants over like, bow, 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 over like, bow, 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 bow. I don't care about none of that. I was not playing. I had tunnel vision. I'm not gonna lie. I had tunnel vision, and after I lost my chain of thought, all the Jackie Chan. When she did that, I was upset and I was getting frustrated. And when I found myself like yelling at her, and when I did yell at her, I had like went in like that, and she was like, "Don't," and I was like, "You're right. Can you please call Duppy?" She calls Duppy, and Duppy finally answers on FaceTime. So Duppy,
I knew it. I know.
Like, what you knew? What you knew?
She like, I knew it. What are you talking about? Why are you even there?
I said I was looking
Good for you. I know where to go. You don't gotta.
threaten me talking about you know where I live. I know where you live and I'm outside. I'm actually inside the place. On the couch. I said put me on FaceTime. So start like I ain't trying to get in when y'all getting in. No, get all up in it. Get up all up in it. That's what y'all live for. Cause I was minding my business doing my own thing and you thought you was just gonna little girl me, try to scare me, try to get up all up and be naive like nobody wants your girl, shorty. Pipe down. I'm cool and I don't gotta lie about that stuff. I don't. You see me? Get on the phone with Duppy. Duppy like, oh, I know y'all been dealing. I'm like, I don't know who you think you are in your head. But if that was the case, I would have not came over here. I wouldn't have caught a heart attack when you caught my phone and was talking like how you was talking. I don't know about everybody else, but if I know I'm moving slime in the street, if I know I'm moving slime or I'm moving a certain type of way where it's gonna catch up to me, bad karma, or like that's just what I get, taste of my own medicine type stuff, I'm not gonna be upset with somebody addressing me on how I was moving. But if you're addressing me on things that are not true, I'm not about to take accountability just because you want somewhere to place your blame at. No. Take it up with the person that you want to really be upset with, but you can't be because you still want to be with them. You don't want to be with me. You don't care about me. You don't love me. So you just like, oh, you talking your stuff because you wasn't doing none of that. You was talking your stuff, though. You was talking your stuff. But for what? For what? Anybody? For what? It does nothing for me. It does nothing for you now. So I'm over there. We on FaceTime. She like, oh, I knew it. That's what she kept saying. Oh, I knew it. And she just kept yelling. And I'm like, listen. Just like that. I said, and I just wanted her to hear me. I was like, all that other stuff that y'all talking about, I don't care. I don't care if you think. I don't care if you thought. I don't care if you pondered or you wondered. I'm telling you what it is. Especially if you keep asking me, that means you really don't know. Or you don't care to know. You just want to fuel whatever you believe. Which is fine. But you're not about to sit there and fuel yourself up to run down on me. I don't think so, baby. Don't burn yourself out like that. So she said what she said after I told her to. And I said, did you hear me when I said what I said? Because that's all I wanted to make my point clear. Is you asked me your questions. We already spoke. But you took it a step further to say this and say that. And try to test my gangster, pull my card type thing. Star, after we got off the phone with Duppy, because Duppy was just like, oh, like she wasn't trying to hear it. And I was like, listen, did you hear what I said, though? I don't care about whatever else you want to believe. Don't call me with it. I already said what I said. But I said me and you have a personal issue outside of Star where there's a reason where you feel like, oh, this, that's where you say, no, I got my own personal issues with you. This is where it's coming from. You don't. You don't. You just want to find a reason to hate me because she was speaking so highly of me. And now you're jealous or you're upset. But I just want you to know that has nothing to do with me. And you should get out that relationship because that relationship is not good for your health. Seriously. 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 It should not be making you ring up somebody's phone 40, 30 million times. It should not make you feel like you cannot sleep, eat, breathe without this person if you're not in a sight. Like, that's bad, for real. I'm not even trying to be funny on some stuff. Like, that's not healthy. And I honestly feel like I wouldn't have known none of that if y'all would have just left me alone. If y'all would have just left me alone and kept it cute, chalk it up to the game. But no. So after that phone conversation, I was like, okay, Duppy, okay, and rushed off the phone. But Duppy kept calling and calling and calling. And Duppy, like, if Duppy is watching this, Duppy probably like, how she know? I was calling, yeah, and calling, and calling 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 and
calling. That's me saying calling.
That was you. Calling and 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 calling. And I did tell Star to pick it up. But Star said no. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I'm not even trying to be messy, but she did. She said, no, I'm not answering you. So I just want you to know, like, I already tried to tell you. And you ain't try to reach back out after that. After I told you what I told you. So respect. Because you know I'm not fucking playing. the way that Star was moving, I was trying to tell Duppy, like, if your person is moving a different type of way, or like they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you don't go trying to check everybody outside of your person. Hypothetically speaking, if I did have dealings with Star, you don't get no points for checking me. You don't get no points for calling me, asking me questions. You don't get no points for anything because I don't owe her anything. She don't owe me anything. So even if I was getting something, which I'm not, but if I was getting something, it would just be the something. And that's it. Let it be the something and that's it. When you get somebody good in your life, keep them. Cherish them. Love them. Learn from them. You know? Forgive them. Understand them. The list goes on. You know what I'm trying to say? People get me in their life, and where'd it go, China? Yo, gotta back out the hefty big chopper. This the showstopper right here. If you squint your eyes, yeah, and tilt your head a little bit, just like that. Squint it a little bit more, yeah, you might see it glisten. But yo, people get me in their life, and they just see that heart right there. That's my heart. Fumble it every single time. And then when they get into another relationship or they get with somebody else who is not me, they feel it in their heart. And they soul. When I say like, that's going to be for another story time.